Hello everyone, my name is Shahed Islam, CEO of ST Innovation. I have grown my company from 2 person to 140 person in 5 office location. And in this last 15 years journey, I have learned so many things. So I'm sharing with everyone who is trying to grow your agency, rapidly. So today's topic I will discuss is BCG Matrix. Boston Consultant Group, they have created that matrix, and it is very important for agencies' growth. So when I learned about BCG Matrix, almost 7 years ago, I did not know about it, and it opened my mind. One of my mentor told me to follow that to grow the agency. So according to BCG Matrix, they talk about market growth, market share, question mark, stars, dogs, and cash cow. I will briefly talk about this, but there are many articles you can find online. There are many detailed video about BCG metrics. You can go and watch videos or read online. So according to BCG metric, question mark are those things invest heavily to increase market share or liquidity, uh, usually an introduction stage of product life cycle. Stars ensure cash flow exceed require investment for growth, usually at growth stage of product life cycle. Dogs ensure cash flow or liquidity, usually at the end of product life cycle. Foundation cash cows are foundation of a company, high profit, low investment, usually at maturity stage of product life cycle. So what we have done, beginning, and again, there are other ways to look into BCG metrics, which I like this one because we need to stick this on our mind that where we need to invest, right? Um, and invest on cash cow, and dogs. You have to put them on the sleep, and that's where I think you have to go ahead and question mark and stars where you need to invest and prioritize more, and question mark it talks about whether easily foundation of a company. I mean, question mark is invest happily to increase market share, or you can cancel it. So when I looked into this a long time back, it did not make sense and it was puzzling. So what we did actually, we did a simple uh, metrics for ourselves. So we have done two kind of BCG metrics for agency. One is by client. So we put, we ask actually all of our stakeholder to write down the client name on all these boxes. Since they have learned about BCG metrics, they were doing it every 3 months. And I would review it every quarter to see what are the client actually we need to invest, what are the client where we people feel that they are cash cow, and what are the clients we need to get rid of. So the action from this would be you start working on the dogs, the client which everybody feels that these are the clients we don't need it, so we would try to get rid of them and try to offboard them. Now cash cow, we put maximum effort, so we have money coming in. Similar with stars, I would definitely keep an eye on the stars client, and this would be a list where I review it every week. Question mark is where I am putting a special manager or someone who would review that every month and see, what is there any opportunity from this client. Again, these are not real name. I just put some name for just for sake of this presentation. And then the second, and this has to be repeat every quarter. If you want to see what's going on with your company, this client BCG metrics needs to be reviewed every month, and you need to share with everyone because everybody has different perspectives. Sometimes we had argument about who are the dogs client. That means we need to get rid of them, and then we debate over this whether we should get rid of it. So that's part one BCG metrics. Part two is by technology. One of the biggest challenge I had it over the years that which technology to invest more, which technology to continue supporting, and which technology we need to get rid of. So that was bigger debate. Sometime a manager or team member feels something is dog, whether business development will come and say no, there is a market demand, so we need to work on it. And sometime we will notice that there is a we don't have enough market share of this, so we need to push ourselves. So again, this is something where we continuously practice, and I have seen dramatic change on that every quarter or every 6 months. Certain things comes on dogs, but then after this technology is gone, like a few years ago we thought WordPress would be gone, or 5 years ago, but it came back, right? And it became a question mark for us even recently. So similar way, we have to bet on certain technology. Question marks are always something where I invest a lot of time. And cash cow, the technology, I would hire more people, invest more toward hiring, or what is actually bringing us cash cow. Same with starts. I would invest more. I would make sure that our team is ready and invest on those people and team, and making sure that the pipeline is ready with the people, and we teach those people more of those. So it will secure our business. This is a good practice for any agency who wants to work on BCG Matrix, that you actually get all the feedback from every team members. Of course, leadership team or the CEO of the company will make the final call, but a lot of team members proved me wrong when I listened to them carefully. Why? So we have a practice that every 3 months, all the project manager, all the stakeholder, we actually share this information with everyone, and they input it. Now the team members know about the BCG metrics. So if you can go ahead and cascade that communication to your team member, and they would probably give you more input, and this will define what is your strategy for next year. So thank you. If you have any question, please do reach out to me. Thank you for your time.